Okay, Don, talk to you a little bit about what I'm seeing in your golf swing. I'm going to start out with the face on and with the grip. You can see the right hand way weak on the grip originally when we first started. It was weak. The palms were facing two different directions. That's going to cause you to fight the shot a lot. Also, the shaft angle at address with the club we were hitting, which was a sand wedge, it's leaning backwards. Best way to do that, and contact should be made with a forward leaning shaft. If you start out with it leaning backwards, you'll be hitting it with it leaning backwards. A lot of your balls were going straight up in the air. I'm going to tell you why in just a second. But the grip, we need to work on the grip. The right hand was weak, left hand was pointing a different direction. I'll give you a little tip. I don't know if we worked with this book while we were on the range the other day, but it's a yardstick, a piece of cardboard, and a book. Thin book about the width of the grip. Grip it back near the end with both hands. That's going to teach the palms to be neutral and facing each other. It's going to give you a feel for what that feels like. And it's going to put the forearms together. We need this in the swing to help us get consistency. But take that book and just take you a few swings. Make sure when you get back here that you move the weight to the back side. We'll talk about that again in a minute. But I just want you to get a feel for that book, where the hands are supposed to be. Put the book, put your grip, the book, and take it back to about there and get the face pointing straight out. That'll put the face of the club straight up, and have the shaft a couple of inches in front of the toe line, right where gravity has your hands to hang. That's going to give you a feeling for where they should be on the downswing coming into the hitting area. I want to teach you where the hands should be and what they should feel like. You take it back, don't go much further than this. Make the face point out. As you come down, make the face of that book, as you get to the ball, point 3 feet in front of you with the shaft leaning forward. That's where you should be. And then you get a little bit of boom of a flip. You've got a whole lot of right hand dominating the golf swing, causing a lot of trouble. Right upper half of the body is dominating your golf swing. You take it back, and on the way down, it's boom, jump shot. You're pulling on the golf club, the right side's dominating. There's no leverage up here, so the body's looking for leverage. The reaction for pushing on that golf club with that right hand and right side is for the body to go backwards. What's happening? Up and backwards. Boom! That's what's happening in your shot. We need to try to coordinate our left side a little bit. We need to try to teach it to pull the golf club through the hitting area. In the clips you can take, and you can move them one frame at a time or slow motion with the right to left button on your keyboard. Stop them where you want to. Pull the clip up and mark your hands right where the logo would be if you had a golf glove on. Right at the start of the backswing. And then go ahead and slow motion through the swing, and you'll see right at impact your hands are 3, maybe 4 inches higher, and they're moving upward at this angle. Right hand has casted the golf club, and it's coming this way. You'll see the left arm shorten greatly. And by the way, you're starting out. Your position starting out, the right hand's fully extended, but the left arm's got some bend in it. Get this stuff bent out, extended, fully extended is where we want to be at impact. We want to start out fully extended. That will help us a great deal. But the right hand's causing a lot of problems. You're hitting early. In the still frames you can see, you can move them one click at a time. And you can see right down in this area that the club is flexed 4 inches, 5 inches. By the time you get to the ball, the face of the club's pointed straight up. Reason is the right hand is through that golf club. That torque has been released back here, flexing the shaft. It's supposed to come later at the ball and kick the ball. We're releasing the golf club early, and we have a weight shift problem. Our weight's going up and backwards instead of down and forward, and you're throwing the club with the right hand. We need to work on the left side, coordinating it to pull the club. If we get the left hand working a little more in our swing, it'll stay lower longer. I sent you some clips of Nicholas and a couple of other good players. Compare their hand position. The first shot you were hitting was a sand wedge. So was Jack in the one he hit. And I'll send you my swing. I've hit a few shots. If this is address position, this will be impact position with the shaft leaning forward. That makes that kick, boom, drives it into the ground, compresses the ball, gives it spin, get it airborne. Yours is making contact about right here with the shaft flex. It's causing the club to be straight up. You notice this in your short irons a lot more because they got more loft. But it gives the ball a chance to roll up the face rather than jump off of it. You want to compress it, learn to hit it with a forward leaning shaft, you'll get your maximum distance. I want to try to teach you how to do that. The golf swing has lever systems that works good. One of them is the wrist lever, the other is this lever. If we can learn to synchronize these levers to where we release our power right at the ball, it will help us get our weight going forward. It'll help us compress the golf ball and get our maximum distance and our spin. What I want you to do is practice cocking it, turn it to the foot line, make sure you've got a right angle here. Take it up to about shoulder high, move it with this lever without moving this right angle, down to around the leg. Boom, boom. Take it 3 or 4 times real slow. On about the 5th time, get about the zipper and hit it. Maintaining that right angle is going to give you a chance to get the hands in front of the ball at impact. That will make us make contact with a forward leaning shaft, which is desired in all clubs except the driver. The driver is a different animal. We got it teed up 3 inches. We hit it at the bottom of the arc or just as the arc starts up. All other clubs in the bag should be hit with forward leaning shafts. You'll notice this in the clips I sent you of Jack Nicklaus. He hits even a 3-wood. His hands are 4 or 5 inches in front of. This is a consistent move through all good ball strikers. The forward leaning shaft compresses the ball, one leaning backwards, and the flex that's involved, the ball rolls up the face, you don't get your maximum distance. Work on coordinating the left side. If you go hit some buckets, grip it with the left hand. Take you some left-handed swings without a ball. Let's try to strengthen it, coordinate it. Lay the right hand on there without any grip pressure and try to hit a few balls with that left hand leading that golf club. We'll have a much better chance if the left hand leads it to pull it through lower and level than the right one pushing. The right one pushing will cause the weight to go backwards and up. The left one pulling will cause it to go down or help it to go down and through. You've heard the old saying, down and through. It works. If you'll notice Nicklaus's hands in his shots and some of the better ball strikers, even my swing, when I'm making contact, my hands are 3 inches lower than they were at impact, or at address, I'm sorry. But it's because I've got my hands 4 inches in front of the ball. Forward leaning shaft. Down and through works, up and through that. What's going on in your swing right now? And if you do that and then you get 4 inches of flex in your shaft, you've added so much loft to the shot, you're hitting a flop shot with every club in your bag. Work on the left side, pulling the golf club, and plus the 2-club drill that I gave you. That 2-club drill will help you synchronize the hands. It'll help the left one learn to stay in front of the right one. The right hand's working the club faster than the left side and left arm. Boom, you've got this going on. Work that little drill I showed you. Pump it, keeping this right angle here, using this lever 3 or 4 times real slow. And make sure the club does not get out this way. Make sure the club stays here, 3 or 4 inches in front of the toes. Pump it a few times and then boom. Once you get down in the zipper area with the hands, boom, then pump it. That's where the release should come. Longer you can delay it, it's like a fly swatter. You want to swat a fly, you've got to let the head of that fly swatter lag back, and then pow! That's the way the good ball strikers hit the ball. Work on that, work on your weight shift. I'm noticing a bad weight shift. Take that club back and get that. You should almost have no weight on this foot when you get to the top of your backswing. I don't care if the head moves a foot and a half, if it moves level through the swing. Work on it, let me know how it's going. The book will help a lot. It'll give you a feel for where the hand should be. That neutral grip we can take and turn a little if we have to. as long as the hands are palm to palm. Work on getting the interlocking grip. I promise it'll help a lot. Keep it down in the fingertips. Hit some shots with the left hand leading, right hand laying on there. Think of your lever system. Move it down to the zipper area with this lever. When you get to the zipper area, then throw that head at it. That'll give the arm, left hand enough time to get out in front a little. You'll be making contact with a forward leaning shaft rather than a backward leaning shaft. Fully extend at address. Right on through. Practice it. Let me know how it's going. We'll get together in a week or two and we'll see. We'll put it back on film, see what's going on. Make sure the weight goes down to the front foot on the downswing and belt buckle finishes at the target. Work on all them other things and I believe it'll help you, Don. Let me know how it's going. See you later.